Hey everyone, and a very happy Sunday evening to you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Those of you who are watching live and those of you who are watching the recording, thank you so much for taking the time to check this out. So we are here to share stories of hope around mental wellness, and this is such an important topic. Mental health is the most talked about topic in all of health and wellness right now. And we're so excited to share with you guys some stories of hope and holistic solutions for adults and kids, because we have incredible protocols that help with the gut-brain axis. So I'm going to go ahead and share my story first. My name is Lauren McCoy. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I have struggled with anxiety as long as I can remember, even as a teen and a young adult. And it really came to a head when I was in my college years and a young adult, and I was dealing with panic attacks. And I kept hearing that gut health was the key to mental health, right? The gut is the second brain. We hear these things, but how do we really apply it? So I got on some probiotics that helped me for a while. I was doing really good. I was rocking and rolling. But after I became a mom, things changed. And I was totally fine after my son was born, but when my daughter was born, my mental health tanked. And I became a person I didn't even recognize. I was exhausted all the time, depressed, anxious, not motivated. And I was angry. I had a really short fuse. And I went through a short season of suicidal thoughts. And that was the scariest thing I've ever experienced. It is so far from the norm of who I typically am. I'm typically this optimistic, upbeat, bubbly person, and I became a person I didn't recognize because of physiological issues with my body. And so I went on the search and I did everything that Google told me to do and Instagram told me to do and Pinterest as far as, improving my mental health holistically, but nothing was really moving the needle. So I went to my doctor. My daughter was almost 2 at this point, but I went to my doctor and I said, I'm still not feeling well, and this is not okay. And she ran all these tests on me, hormone, thyroid, blood, whatever they do. And she said, you're totally normal. We need to get you on some prescriptions. And I'm not anti-pharmaceutical by any means, but I had been down this road of holistic healing for so long that I thought, let me try one more thing. Because I had heard of this company, the Mental Wellness Company, and their gut-brain axis protocol. And I thought, let this be my one more thing I try. And I will never forget, it was the 3rd day on these products. And I was cooking dinner for my family and I realized I had not yelled at anybody all day. And I was so excited because I knew the products were starting to work for me already in such a short amount of time. But I also was totally devastated because I realized I couldn't get the last 21 months back. And I realized how low I had actually been. Sometimes you don't know how bad things are until they're better. And then you're like, whoa. And that was me. And I went back and counted the days. It was like 617 days from the time my daughter was born until I felt relief with these products. And I thought I can never get that time back, but I can do better now that I know better. And I can also tell everybody I know about these products. So because of that, and because of the incredible resources available with our company and sharing and word of mouth and friends telling friends, I am now a 5-figure earner a month with this company. And I'm so thrilled that you guys are here to learn all about what these products can do. So I'm going to kick it over to my sweet friend, Megan. Megan and I know each other from our college years. I won't tell you how long ago that was because it's starting to get further and further away from today. But I'm going to kick it over to her to share her story about joining the Mental Wellness Company and what her experience has been.
Hey, thank you. So my story is a little bit different than Lauren's. I was never one that really struggled with anxiety or depression or any of that I knew growing up. Things changed when I became a mom. About, probably a little over 2 years ago now. This one instance sticks in my mind, and I'll probably never forget it. My daughter dropped a fork on the floor from the dinner table, and I freaked out at her. And from that moment on, I was like, what in the, like, in my head, I'm thinking, why was that such a big deal? She dropped a fork on the floor. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? And actually, I had been watching Lauren post about her journey, and some of the things that she said resonated a lot with me. I was someone that was super overwhelmed. I was exhausted all the time. Again, mom rage, because I screamed at my daughter for dropping a fork on the floor, and just very stressed out. Like, I, every single day, had to take a nap in the afternoon because I couldn't make it through the whole day. Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes here. I had like zero energy. And when I saw my friend Lauren posting about the gut brain axis, I was like, what the heck is this? So I started kind of researching it. And 2 years ago this month, I finally decided to give it a shot. And I would say within about a week, I noticed a difference. I wasn't screaming at my kids. I didn't have to take a nap to get through the day. I was able to handle stresses a lot easier. And part of my journey 2 years ago this month, actually, like the day after I ordered my products, my husband was in a really bad racing accident. He flipped his car like multiple times, ended up with a broken neck, needed surgery, was in the hospital for like 4 or 5 days. And so obviously was out of work for like months. And I was able to just handle it all and not have like a crazy moment. My kids were just freshly 2 and 4, like after his accident, and life was very, very hard, but I was able to get through it all with like, a clear mind and a calm mood, and just, I was able to handle it. And then kind of to finish out that note, I was able to actually make $500 that first month with everything that was going on in my life. So I truly believe that these products are super life-changing.
Megan, that is amazing. I feel like your story is one of not just stress resilience from the products, but resilience that is totally within you that like nobody can take away. It's just, you're an amazing person and I love your story. So I'm going to kick it over to Nicole. Now, Nicole and I have known each other for probably like 5 years through Facebook. I had never met this girl in my life, and we went on a 3-day road trip together a few summers ago, and it was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. So, I mean, it really was. It truly was. So
it was like weirdly life-changing. And I didn't expect that.
And I will always, from that day on, have change in my car for when I get to an unexpected toll. Okay, that's another story for another day.
Right.
So, Nicole, please share all about what life has been like since you joined Amari.
Okay, so my story starts off with, I was always so ridiculously tired. I kind of chalked it up to being a mom, and I have an autoimmune disease, and people are like, well, you're just tired all the time. You just have, that's part of the territory. And I knew I wasn't sleeping well. I would wake up 4 or 5 times a night to go to the bathroom, and it would take me hours to go back to sleep. So when you're not sleeping well, there's like a vicious cycle. You're always tired, and then you're napping during the day or drinking a lot of caffeine, and then you can't sleep at night. So basically, like, I could not wait until my kids went down for a nap. I would nap with them for like 2 or 3 hours. And then I was just always so grumpy, like just not nice. Um, and like I would just always be like, little things would just make me so mad. Um, so then enter Amari. I started taking just one product. I started with just one, the Sleep Plus. And within like 2 or 3 days, I was sleeping all night long, like not even getting up to go to the bathroom, not even listening to my husband snore, which is another thing keeping me awake all night, is listening to that man. Love him to death, but oh my gosh, if I have to listen to him snore. So, and another thing was like, I would never be able to handle schedule changes very well. My husband is a coach, and if I thought he would be home at a certain time, then dang it, he better be home at that time. And if he wasn't, then like I would just get super angry, and that would lead me to be resentful, and I just couldn't deal with things not going the way I had planned them. But then, like when I started sleeping at night, it didn't really matter because I wasn't mad. I was well rested. I could handle the kids. Was I happy he wasn't coming home when I thought he was? No, but I could deal with it easier. And then it slowly started adding more products in, and Happy Juice kind of like changed everything. In addition to being able to sleep, I wasn't sitting around worrying about things. And, like I said, I can handle changes in life, and just kind of like being able to slow down and not have to react immediately at everything has been so life changing for me. So that's it.
I love that. And honestly, I don't know a single mom who would be like, yeah, sleep, I could take it or leave it. Like sleep is so important to anybody, but especially women. And I was reading recently how much there's like scientific studies that support that women need more hours of sleep per night than men. And I was like, I absolutely believe that. It has to do with our hormone balance.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm so glad that you've had that kind of a life change.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now I get to introduce one of my most notorious partners in crime, Michelle. Michelle and I, we go way back also on social media. And I met her for the first time when I took my kids to her house for a sleepover. And my husband said, "You're doing what now?" And I said, No, it's okay. It's just Michelle. And one year she brought her kids over to my house for Thanksgiving. And we just have this cool little real life friendship now. So I am so excited for her to share how mental wellness supplements have changed her life.
Yes, we do have this cool little real life friendship. My kiddos love Lauren. When we went to New Orleans earlier this month together, anytime my kids FaceTimed me, they didn't want to talk to me. They were like, "Where's Lauren? Where's Lauren?" So it is real. But a little bit of my story. So I have two kids, they're 19 months apart. And after my son was born in April of 2020, I suffered from postpartum depression. There was obviously a lot of other factors that went into it, but long story short, I had postpartum depression. I was able to get the help that I needed. I started therapy, I got on medications, and it really did help get me out of the hole. It got me past the point of thinking that my family was better off without me. I didn't have those thoughts of leaving, or just that, I truly went through a period where I thought that my family would be better off without me in it. And yes, looking back on it, that's very scary. So the medication helped get me past that, which I'm absolutely super thankful for. but there were side effects of it that I didn't love. If you've ever been on those types of medications, you may know what I'm talking about. And I also I didn't feel like myself still. I didn't feel like I was in that hole of depression, but I didn't feel like myself. I was super overwhelmed by life, most things. And had major brain fog going on. Talking to me was kind of like the Charlie Brown teacher. You'd say something and it would take me a minute and I'd have to register it. And then it'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I got it now. And I just was like, okay, this can't be it. So about 8 months postpartum, I went back to my doctor and I was like, hey, something's off. Maybe it's my hormones. I don't know. You tell me. So we ran all the blood work, same as Lauren. We did hormones, we did all the things, and it all came back normal. And she said, well, you're already on medication and you're already in therapy, so there's really nothing we can do for you. And I was like, I don't like that answer. So I told my husband that I refused to believe that this is it. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm going to find something. Well, enter Amari. I got on the products and within a few days, I felt like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. I just felt lighter and I was nowhere near as overwhelmed by things. You know, I was able to do the things that I needed to do to take care of our family. And the brain fog was clearing. I could actually have normal conversations. I actually had somebody that I worked with tell me probably about a year later, she was like, Michelle, I like worried about you because, you know, it just took you so long. She's like, I was kind of questioning. And then she realized what was going on because she didn't know my backstory at the time. And, you know, after being on the products, people at work were commenting on like how happy I was. They're like, what has changed? Because something is just different about you. You know, people on the outside could tell. And I remember, kind of like Megan said, you know, you have those core memories. I remember dancing around the living room with my daughter. We had The Greatest Showman was on. So, you know, one of those songs, and we just started dancing around. And I was like, wow, a couple of months ago, I wouldn't have been doing this. And we just were having fun. The house was a disaster. The living room was a mess. Toys were everywhere, but we were just enjoying the moment. And it really hit me how far I had come. And with my doctor's guidance, I was able to very slowly wean off of my medication. It had been quite a few months on the products before I was able to do that, but I was able to do that. And that was a huge, huge milestone for me because the medication was never something I wanted to be on long-term, but it was something I needed at the time. I actually tried to wean off of it at one point and I wasn't ready. And I had people close to me tell me, Michelle, you're not ready. I know you want it, but you need it right now. So that was another huge win for me. And a win that I never thought could happen for me. About 13 months into my business, I was able to replace my income from outside the home with Amari and able to work from home full-time, which has been a huge blessing for our family because my husband works in college athletics. So his schedule is insane. He's actually at work right now. So it has just been a major, major blessing for us to have that flexibility.
That is huge. And when people talk about the value of a stay-at-home mom or a work from home mom, it's not just the income that you bring in, like you are irreplaceable in the role that you play with your family. And I remember once your kids, there was so many sicknesses being passed around daycare, like all these different things. And you were like, if I had had a job outside the home, I probably would have lost it this month, like because of having to miss so much work. So, and I'm just thankful. It's so cool to watch you be able to help so many people without even leaving your house. Like you do leave your house and you're able to do that. We all are social people, okay? But like truly, it is so cool to live in the 2020s and be able to help so many people from the little rectangle that you hold in your hand. It is the coolest concept. So anyway, I'm so excited to share more with you guys about the products that all of these women are taking and have shared these stories about. So let me see if I can share my screen. These guys know me and technology. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So Angela, give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen right now. Okay, I had to pick on you because you're the one I can see. Okay, great. So why the Mental Wellness Company? So you guys, there's all kinds of awesome supplements out there, but I am here to tell you that if you are looking for anything related to hormone balancing, gut-brain axis, weight loss in a healthy way, we could go on and on with this list. The Mental Wellness Company is where it's at. And our premier products are a gut-brain axis protocol for adults and kids. Now, if you're not familiar with the gut-brain axis, this is what we use to describe your gut, your brain, and the nerves that connect them. Specifically, the vagus nerve is the biggest one. And if you Google the vagus nerve, you will be completely blown away. This is something I hadn't even heard of like 4 years ago, but it's VAGUS, not VEGAS, okay? But the vagus nerve. So your gut and your brain are constantly communicating with each other. And what we have found is that if you can optimize that connection and that communication, you are going to experience better health than ever, specifically and especially with your mental wellness. And mental wellness has a lot of components. But what I would love to do tonight is just walk you through some of our main combos and what they help with. So one of our favorites is Happy Juice. And this is a combination of some of our products, 3 powders in 1 drink. And here is why you might just need Happy Juice in your life. This supports your mood and motivation. It provides overall health for the second brain, which is your gut. It enhances your mental performance and provides the fuel needed for a highly productive day. So in short, you're going to get more done and you're going to do it with a smile on your face. And I don't know many people that would turn down those kind of results. But we do highly recommend bundling Happy Juice with 2 other products to really optimize this whole gut-brain axis thing. There's one of our products in Happy Juice called Mentabiotics. This is a really special powdered probiotic that has specific strains of bacteria that support better mental health. That's what makes it so effective. But combined with Mentabiotics, Mentafocus, and Mentasync create what we call fundamentals. And this is our award-winning gut-brain axis system that came out when the company first launched. This fundamentals combo won an award that has never been given to a social selling company before. And it's because it's so unique and it's also so powerful and effective. So this system is proven to lower tension, depression, anger, fatigue, and confusion. You can see those stats in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. But it also makes you have higher vigor. Now, vigor is one of those words people are like, what the heck does that mean? You don't hear it a lot, but it's the opposite of burnout. Burnout is something that so many of us are struggling with, right? We're tired, we're overwhelmed, we're confused, we're just burned out. And so this system, Happy Juice, Fundamentals, they work together to help you avoid burnout and be able to live life to the fullest. Now, I'm just going to share one testimony specific to Happy Juice. This is Carrie. She's on our team, and these pictures were taken 3 months apart, but she lost 2 pant sizes and 25 pounds down. Now, the weight loss is great, okay? It's awesome. But what really makes a huge difference here is that she had been dealing with chronic constipation her whole life, and now she's able to go to the bathroom every single day. Her mood was different. And her A1C, she was able to lower it. Now, she found out right before she started Amari that she was pre-diabetic, and she's a nurse practitioner. And so this was like a huge, it was like devastating to her, as somebody who is so knowledgeable and proactive in health and wellness, to hear that she was pre-diabetic. And so being able to get her numbers better and to lose weight and to feel happier and to be more regular, her life is totally different because of Amari. And by the way, she hit the rank of leader in just 2 months with us, which for those of you not familiar with our structure and everything, it is a big deal. Okay, so Happy Hormones pack. This is currently one of our best selling packs, and for a very good reason, because a lot of people struggle with hormone balance. So this pack supports 3 different kinds of hormones. You have like your reproductive hormones or your sex hormones, you have your metabolic hormones, and you have your mood hormones. And so this helps with the signaling in your body to get all those things regulated. But this supports healthy hormone balance and maintains a healthy sexual desire. And by the way, we have seen that in young women, postpartum moms, and in menopausal and postmenopausal women. So regardless of age, this is a very true benefit of this product. It also supports a healthy, positive mood. It supports natural serotonin and dopamine production, and it also supports healthy weight loss or weight maintenance and reduces bloating and inflammation. Again, just one testimony on this pack. So this is Davida, and she was going through perimenopause and it was kicking her butt in her words. But the products have helped her get better sleep, have less irritation, and she's losing inches in weight. Her libido is back. So I say, way to go. So we've talked some about adult products, but we have got to talk about our kids pack. I know that you could grab kids vitamins, kids probiotics, just about anywhere, right? Our kids pack is truly unique though, and it works together synergistically. These products all support each other as a system. But what I have never seen anywhere is something like our kids' mood. Guys, this is a pixie stick that every morning my son tears the top off and it's down the hatch before school. He just dumps it on his tongue and swallows it. And when I say that kids' mood has changed my family forever, it has changed my family. My son, before starting these products, he used to have sensory meltdowns and so many mood issues that our family felt like the atmosphere of our home was completely determined by how he was doing on a certain day. And if he would have a meltdown, it could last up to an hour. And then our day was kind of shot after that. We were all exhausted, including him. But these products have helped him thrive and be the kid that was always in there. But like try teaching coping strategies to a 4-year-old when they're having a sensory meltdown and screaming and kicking on the floor. Like it can't happen. So these allowed us to connect with him calmly, and he has been able to learn so much about himself and how to handle his emotions and roll with the punches since starting this. And it makes me so proud. But the kids pack supports full mind and body nutrition, and it supports mood and stress resilience. So that stress resilience piece, that's being able to handle the stuff life throws your way without losing it. That's something we all need, right? Also helps them have better immune systems, physical energy, mental acuity, emotional well-being, and it improves concentration, attention, and mental alertness. So what we're seeing right now is this product specifically in this pack going viral on TikTok because so many parents are looking for holistic solutions for their kids to help them focus in school and be able to deal with daily life. Life is hard for kids these days, like honestly. And I love what our kids pack does. So I'm just going to share one kid's testimony, and there's no names on this to preserve anonymity for this kiddo. But when even since she was 3, she had fear and anxiety, and as a child had panic attacks for hours at a time. And only 3 weeks into the Amari Kids Pack, her mom said she was blown away. She was able to breathe deep, calm down, talk rationally about how she's feeling. And so truly parents are seeing their kids like get their lives back with this pack. I'm sure that's not compliant, but it's the truth. Okay, so we've talked a lot about gut-brain axis, mental wellness, hormone balance, but I cannot skip over this incredible pack of GBX Fit and GBX Burn. Now, Fit, that purple capsule you see, is the world's first weight loss quad biotic. So it is a gut health product that has bacterial strains that reprogram the microbiome of your gut to support healthy weight loss. And then there's Burn. This is an all-natural stimulant-free thermogenic that helps you burn more calories. Now, most thermogenics are pumped full of stimulants, and it's really bad, especially for people who are trying to improve their mental health, right? Because stimulants can increase your anxiety, but this product does not do that, and I absolutely love it. So this pack together helps with weight management, appetite control. It supports fat release and fat burning and promotes a balanced microbiome and metabolic wellness. This is an awesome pack. We just released Burn last month, and people are loving it. Jessica is one of those people. So 3 weeks, this was her testimony after 3 weeks on the products. She was eating more protein and less processed food. She was working out 3 days a week for 30 minutes. So 90 minutes a week, that's pretty doable. And she started taking the GBX Fit Pack along with her Happy Juice, which she was already on. She lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks. I love that she was implementing other lifestyle changes too, right? We do not promote weight loss quick fixes or, to take a supplement without making lifestyle changes that also support your health and wellness goals. But I love that what she's doing is realistic, and she's not counting calories. She's not weighing out her food portions or depriving herself. And by the way, she has a toddler and a baby. So this was like a very realistic, doable plan for her. And I love that she's seeing such great results and feeling awesome. Okay, so that brings me to this. One of our very best values is our Happy Fit Pack. This includes Happy Juice, which we talked about before, plus the fat loss duo, GBX Fit and GBX Burn, as well as a digestive supplement to support regularity. So if you're like, I want to try everything, that Happy Fit Pack is a good place to start. We want to make sure you know, though, you can bundle and save with any of the combos that we talked about today. So if you saw something that you would like to try, oh yes, Megan said in the chat, digestive is amazing. It absolutely is. Megan, do you have anything specific you want to share about that? You can unmute if so.
I'll just say, as someone who struggled running to the bathroom after like certain meals or food or whatever, digestive is a complete and total game changer. I have not had these like bursts of bathroom times, and that might be TMI, but it's the truth.
Hey, you know what? You shared something TMI in a super diplomatic way. I really appreciate that. No, guys, we in the supplement industry, we talk about poop, okay? It just happens. But seriously, digestive is a life changer for people that are dealing with GI issues of any kind. And it works both ways, right? Whether you're on the running to the bathroom side of the spectrum or whether you get backed up, like Carrie mentioned in her testimony. So, but with any of the combos that we talked about today, we want to make sure you know that you can bundle and save. So this is where you have a combo in your cart and you get up to 3 products at a really deep discount. Now, it could be that you were like, well, gosh, I want to do Happy Juice plus the Happy Hormones. We can put Happy Juice in your cart and bundle and save the 3 Happy Hormones pack products. Okay, we can combine 2 combos in that way. Or it might be that you want to try some of these products instead. So sleep, I don't have to talk about sleep because Nicole did an incredible job at the beginning of talking about how that works. But it helps you, it's a product that helps your body produce its own melatonin. So you fall asleep faster, you stay asleep through the night, and you get more restful sleep. Mood is part of our Happy Hormones pack, so I'm not going to get into that. Relief is a natural plant-based anti-inflammatory product. So if you have any kind of discomfort, that is a great product for you. Digestive, we mentioned, and PEP. PEP is like one of my favorite products, and I talk about it just so I can put this cool picture of myself on the slide. I'm joking, but seriously, it makes me feel like such a baddie when I am picking up my daughter from preschool and playing radio, Disney, or Kids Bop. But seriously, yes.
Can I say something about PEP?
Absolutely.
So as someone who like does not like any of those like carbonated waters, you know, seltzer waters, the first time I tried PEP, I was like, oh, it kind of reminds me of that. But then I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to give it another try. And I absolutely love it. It does, like, I can't drink those seltzer waters, and PEP is like the bomb.com.
I love that. Well, and guys, it's an energy drink, but it's a good for your gut energy drink. It does have caffeine, but not a lot. So you are able to like give yourself a little energy boost like after lunch in the afternoon, and it's not enough caffeine that you're going to be up at night and you're not going to have a crash later, and the ingredients in it actually are beneficial for your gut. It's not just that it's not bad for you, it's also good for you. There's a difference between those two things, although it is, you know, discreet. Okay, so real quick, these are this month's promos. So if you're like, I'm ready to get some of these products, we want to encourage you to talk to the person who invited you to this call so that they can help build you a cart and make sure you get the very best deal, because they also have a $10 off code that they can get you that you can't get anywhere else. So make sure you talk to them. They can build you a cart and make sure you get all the best deals. But you can get free shipping, free vanilla plant-based protein, and free digestive this month, depending on the size of your order. And also this month, you can get a free bottle of GBX Burn, that's that natural thermogenic, and a free brand partner membership with any launch pack. And we'll talk in just a minute about what being a brand partner means, just in case you want to learn more about that. And then we'll have the Q&A at the end, so stick around for that. But we want you to know those 2 promos I just mentioned, you can stack those together. Now, this graphic here shows what is in what we call our starter pack. It includes Happy Juice, Mood Plus, Fundamentals, plus you get a free 3-day reboot. This is a kind of like a gut brain axis reset that you do at the beginning of your protocol before you start the other products, and it helps optimize your system so that our products are even more effective. And many people actually lose 3 to 5 pounds with that 3-day reboot. Then you also get that vanilla meal replacement shake, and like I said, a free bottle of GBX Burn. So that right now is one of our best deals. You can also get freebies with our other launch packs too. We have 2 that are larger and a higher price point. But if you want to try a variety of our products, they are an incredible deal. And any of our launch packs come with the free brand partner membership and free shipping right now. And they also come with additional subscribe and save points, which you can use for free products on your next order. And if you're like somebody who loves to travel, they come with free trip points too for our annual incentive trip, which is to Mexico this year. And many people on our team have already earned that, and I cannot wait for that trip. So If you're watching all of this and you're like, you know what, the products sound great, but I also, before I order, I want to learn more about this opportunity. I want to learn more about how I could get my products for free, how I could make additional income with this, or, just to make more impact in the world, because I know that hearing about these products, other people I know need them, and I want to tell them about it. So I'm a financial coach and through Ramsey Solutions, and my main focus as a financial coach is the connection between how you're doing with money and your mental health. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you're low on money, it brings about additional stress. And I talk on TikTok and Instagram all the time that the number one thing you can do to improve your financial situation is to get an additional stream of income, to create extra money and throw every extra penny at your current financial goal. So whether it's paying off debt, whether it's increasing your savings, your emergency savings fund, whether it's saving for retirement, whatever that looks like for you, creating an extra stream of income is an awesome way to do that. Maybe it's just because you are overwhelmed right now with inflation and you need to be able to breathe and not live paycheck to paycheck. I know that for most families, that is where they are right now. So with the Mental Wellness Company, we have what we call industry disruption. We do everything different than anything else out there because of our product innovation. And we are the mental wellness company, not just in our product line, but also in the way that we do business. I absolutely love that there are no old school network marketing tactics. We do not buy a bunch of inventory and store it in our garage. We do not do in-home parties. We do not go door to door, and we don't make lists of 100 people to send a copy and paste message to, bug our family and friends, or fill our newsfeed with product selfies. You will find none of that here. But what we do have is a really sweet spot with timing, because like I said at the beginning, mental wellness is something that everyone is talking about right now and actively seeking solutions for themselves and their kids. And I want you to know that we do have the systems and tools to help you be successful with this. And our compensation plan is very worth your while. And what I mean by that is that for every single calendar month, when you get 5 new referrals, you make $500. So as an example, in the month of March, if you were to join tomorrow, and you enrolled 5 friends to try the products before the end of March, you would make more than $500 from that activity. We also have a feature called Monthly Minimum Income Guarantee, where with our mentorship ranks, you are guaranteed a certain amount of income as a minimum pay for 6 months after achieving that rank. So that is a really big deal to have that kind of sustainable income that you can count on. And it's just a really incredible place to make an impact and make an income. So if this has piqued your interest and you're like, I definitely want to know more about that, tomorrow, Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have a group called the Future of Social Selling, where you can attend an online event and learn more about that. So talk to the person who invited you if you'd like to be added to that group and check out that event that is just about the opportunity. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and we will stop recording in just a minute for the Q&A, but I just want to wrap up with this thought that I believe the only thing bigger than the income you could make here is the impact you can make here, because people need what we have. And we're looking for more people to help us tell the world about it. So we would love for you to join us as a customer. We would love for you to learn more about being a brand partner. And thank you guys so much for being here.